environment. Okay. So, sa left side, information requirements. Ang nakalagay, pababa siya mula doon sa top management, pababa sa IT professional. Ibig sabihin, bawat isang layer, bawat isang box, may information requirement. No? So, meron ding information supply. No? Pataas naman to, mula dun sa data sources and IT infra, dito ginagawa yung data creation. No? Then, next is data warehouse, wherein you gather data and make them accessible and usable. Then, reporting and analytics, creating information and knowledge to sa third layer. Kung titingnan mo yung katapat niya, no? Analyst, controller, report developer, ibig sabihin yun yung gumagawa. The same with data warehouse. Katapat niya is ETL developer and database specialist, siyang gumagawa niya. And then IT professionals provides data sources. No? Okay, dito ginagawa yung creation ng data. Ibig sabihin, dito kinakapture coming from transactions. Okay, paakyat, operational decision makers. These are the business processes using information and knowledge. Sa level ng operational decision maker, na nandun yung information and knowledge. And then, we have the highest level, wherein top management are the user. Ito yung strategy creation, wherein the task or activity is choosing an information strategy. So, nakalagay sa box, sa taas, business-driven environment, sa baba ng technically oriented environment. Okay? So, at sa pinakataas, nandito yung competencies, people, and process to create successful business intelligence and analytics. So, if you're going to look at it as a story or a journey, no, it simply says na this analytics model comprises several elements, no, such as importante yung people, and then yung competencies. When we say competencies, ito yung skills, knowledge, and attributes ng isang tao o ng grupo ng tao. And then nakalagay din dito yung proseso. Okay? So if you're going to discuss this, you display, you will provide some information such that you will see the perspective of what is a business-driven environment, what is technically oriented environment. Okay. So, next slide or next page is the discussion. No? I ask you to read this, and siguro you are able to appreciate kung ano-ano yung mga sinasabing elements dito, such as yung second paragraph says, the management specifies strategy that includes which overall information elements must be in place to support this strategy. In the second layer, operational decision makers' need for information and knowledge is determined in a way that support the company's chosen their day-to-day activities. Okay, so it's really a presentation. Yeah, strategy creation of the top management. Okay, saan natin makikita yan? Sa chapter 1 and 8 of the business analytics model. So, assessment, ano ang objective ng business analytics model na to? You have to distinguish, no? Ano yung patutunguhan nung mga proseso, ano yung ultimate end. So you have to look for this. Ano talaga yung primary objective of the business analytics model? So makikita mo naman dito kung ano yan. Okay? More on data. Data processing. Which gives us information and knowledge. Yun yung pinakabuod. Okay? We supply the information, we require the information. Sino-sino yung nagre-require? Ito yung mga tao or people. Ano naman yung sinusupply? Yung data. And then, going up to the ladder, nandun yung iba't ibang klase ng ating produkto, no, na knowledge and information up to the information strategy. Okay? So, there are problems here that you're going to answer also. So, lesson 4, kung wala na tayong tanong dito sa lesson 3, is just a presentation that would guide us, on what are the elements, what are the components, what's the ideal of a business analytics model. Okay, so business analytics versus business intelligence, it's a very clear description na ang BI is parang ano siya, sub idea or sub process ng business analytics. So based on the criteria given, ang BI ang tinatanong niya, anong nangyari? Kailan nangyari? Sino-sino ang involved? At ilan? So business analytics, we answer the question, why did it happen? Okay, will it happen again? What will happen if we change X? What else does that data tells us that never told to us? Yan yung business analytics. Kaya kung titingnan nyo, mas malawak yung scope, no? Diba? Ng business analytics. Business intelligence gives you idea sa mga immediate information na kailangan mo, no? Yung bang at the glance, alam mo na yung basic information, no? Pero yung malalim na pag-analisa, pag-unawa dun sa business analytics, it would contain or it would gives us a sabihin nating malawak, malalim na pagtatanong, So that's the business analytics, Okay? So ano-ano yung mga elements o tools sa business intelligence? We have reporting, automated monitoring, alerting, threshold, dashboard, scorecards, all up, query. Dito sa business analytics, medyo malalim. Yung mga ginagamit ng tools at yung proseso. Okay? Statistical / quantitative analysis, then data mining, then predictive modeling, and multivariate testing. Okay, so there are problems here. If you're going to answer, we'll now go to data collection. Okay. The learning objective is we should be able to discuss the value of data, identify the major types of data, explain how the toolers data user are able to utilize business analytics that made their organization successful. Ang dalawang data user na to is Netflix and Uber, siguro you're familiar with Netflix, Yung Uber wala na sa atin, Meron tayo Grab. Okay? The success of these two companies is attributed to the good use of this data. So definitely, we appreciate the value of data by looking at samples, companies that grow out of the processing of data. Okay. So ayan, no, it gives us some information, valuable information, bakit sila umasenso, no? Bakit lumawak yung kanilang negosyo. Okay. Okay. So it's for you to consider yung methodology or approach na ginawa nitong dalawa for them to be able to get hold of the user and has make profit out of it, no? Na satisfied naman yung mga user, although hindi maiwasan na nagkakaroon ng problema. Meron naman tayong na kukuha in return, no? Nakakapanood ka ng sine, no? Kaya medyo gumanda yung negosyo dahil maayos, no? Yung takbo. Ang kasabihan nga, you are able to measure a certain organization, kung ano man metrics ang gagamitin mo, performance metrics, na may measure mo yung isang organization, na ma-manage mo siya, no? The saying goes, you can measure what you can manage, no? Pag na-manage mo yung mga bagay. Kaya yung data na ma-manage mo, you are able to have reports or metrics na medyo magagamit mo rin. Okay? What are the preliminaries? No? Ito yung binabanggit ko. We can only manage what we can measure. Okay? There are two major types of data. The primary, no? Ito yung source data. Data that are facts, no? Data na generate out of the original transaction. Okay? Then we have the secondary data. Okay. Madalas, gumagamit tayo ng secondary data. Usually si Marites, secondary data siya. No? This is the latest, no? Taken from a certain source. So secondary data has been previously collected for purposes that is not specific to research at hand. No? For example, sales records, industry report, interview transcript from past research are data that will continue to exist whether or not the project at hand had come to fruition. No? Good example of means to obtain secondary data is rapidly expanding is the API, no? Application Program Interface, no? Kaya nga, kung familiar kayo sa Google, meron silang analytics. They could provide you information and data about yourself, no? Mostly taken from secondary data, no? May mga may mga data rin naman na parang first hand, no? Lalo na kung volunteer niyo yung data niyo at naglalagay kayo ng tracking, for example, alam ni Google kung saan kayo pumupunta, no? And then natatag kayo. Those are sort of a first-hand data, no? Pero yan pag pinasa na sa ibang API, no? Sa ibang program, definitely nagiging secondary data yung mga output na yan. Okay? So we have problem here. So if you have read this, no, there are cases. Yan yung magiging exercise nyo, no? So looking at the web scraper. Try to check for the web scraper, no? Kasi I remember yung web scraper na yan. Nagagamit siya for the purpose of statistical presentation, no? So this is the ratebeer.com, no? Yan yung sample natin. Okay, that is lesson 5. So lesson 6, data collection methods. Okay. There is a collection through design experiment, collection of data that already exists, no? So ano na yung secondary data? We have internal, external. Okay. According to the nature of data along the dimension of structure, data could be structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Okay. Example of structured data are sales report, financial report, customer records. Then unstructured data is in the form of pre-flow text, image, audio, video, which are difficult to store in traditional database. Usually, yung unstructured data, ito na yung data natin na ginagamit, for example, sa mga social networking site, no? FB, ano pa, Twitter, no? Mga unstructured yan. And then you are left to organize, no? Para mapakinabangan yung data. Okay? So these are activities, no? That's lesson 6, no? So you will be performing some operations, no? On this, lalo na yung web scraper. I remember this web scraper, meron ako yan eh. Yan o. You can download naman, no? Medyo risky nga lang, but the point is, if you are to validate, malaki naman yung gamit ng web scraper na yan. Okay, so itong 50, top 50. No? Oh. Okay, this is the rate beer. No? You're going to perform that as part of your activity. Okay. So what do we have? No? If that was already read, no? Do you have any question with those materials? No? Specifically um, the types, no? Internal, external data, no? So, tingnan nyo na lang yung mga uri ng data, no? Paano siya pinaprocess, no? Usually, kung may manual tayo, paano processing, at kung may computerized system, paano processing. So, if you don't have any question, no, I will now end the session, no, just for us to be able to, well, refresh siguro, take a break, no? Makatulog. Bukas may pasok pa kayo, I think. So, for next week, no, we will be following on Monday and Friday meetings, no? And onwards, no, kung mag-iisip na tayo by May, kasi second week ng May, meron tayong midterm activities na, midterm exam. So, we'll have to continue discussing the concepts of BA. No? If you have any question, meron ba tayong need to clarify, no? So I'm going to pause the assignment, no? Kasi yung assignment naman nandiyan din sa instructional material nyo. You just read it, no? If kailan ba yung susunod nating face-to-face, no? Doon lang tayo mag-assessment, no? Pero ngayon, gagawa nyo is exercise, no? Activities, problems. No? Pero yung mga application, we could perform that during the designated day wherein we could have the face-to-face. Okay? So, just wait for the posting of some activities. No? Meron ba kayong tanong? Meron ba kayong dapat i-clarify? No? So, we are still at concept, no, of business analytics, no? So several lessons will be discussed by next meeting. So do you have any question? Paki-open ang camera, no? We will have to take our last picture, no? Medyo antok-antok na tayo, no? Ako naantok na actually, no? There's so many meetings done. Okay, so I hope everyone is safe, no? Medyo sa ibang probinsya naghihigpit, no? Sa atin din, we need to be cautious, no? Okay? So, can you take picture? Sino ang pwedeng magkuha ng picture natin? Miss Pagayunan, can you take picture? Sige, ha?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, it's nice seeing you, no? During our first, is it the first face-to-face? Last time. Okay. So, hope lagi tayong may face-to-face. Kaya maraming nagkakasakit, no? So, masaya kasi pang may face-to-face, no? Doon tayo gagawa ng exam, recitation, and everything. So, mas okay. No? Mas medyo hindi tayo antukin, no? Okay? Paki-post na lang, no? Thank you very much for your participation. I did not check the attendance. I'm going to check na lang yung recording and the posting. Sa akin, 2 pages eh. Okay, with that, thank you very much. No? Take your, eat a lot, no? Drink plenty of water kasi mainit. Grabe. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you po, sir. As well po.
Nice
Thank you po.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you po, sir.
Recording stop.